My name's Drummond Bowen. I'm Master of Balliol College, Oxford, Professor of English Literature, and I'm going to talk about Lord Byron for the next few minutes. Byron was born in 1788. He died when he was only 36. He's often thought about as one of the first kind of mass celebrities. He had the kind of pop star status that we didn't really expect in the middle of the or the beginning, I should say, of the 19th century, and we didn't see for a long while after that. And that wasn't just in Britain either. That was right across Europe. He's actually still the most read British author after Shakespeare, if we look at it globally. And we don't often think that. I think in the UK, where we know other authors like Milton or Wordsworth or Keats or Shelley perhaps better than Byron. Why was he a celebrity? He was a celebrity not only because of the success of his poetry, which was extraordinary, and he was a best-read author for many, best-read poet for many years in the UK. But also, as usual with celebrities, because of scandal. The main scandal during his life was just a lot of lovers, in particularly one, Caroline Lamb, and there's been a film made about his relationships with Caroline Lamb. He was also a political celebrity. He was what nowadays we would call very left-wing. He voted for Catholic emancipation. He voted against the death penalty for people who were breaking new machines. This was at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. So he was thought of as very left-wing. Eventually he had to leave the UK because of all these scandals, or he felt he had to leave the UK. And he spent the last 8 years of his life overseas in Europe, traveling first of all in Germany and Switzerland, and then in Italy. And then he went to Greece to fight for the Greek War of Independence against the Turks, and he died there. If we retrace our steps just a little bit, while he was in Italy, he was also working there with the freedom fighters in Italy. He went to Greece. He proved himself to be an extraordinary organizer. So you might think he was this poet, famous poet, living a chaotic life. But actually, when he was asked to organize both the administration of a town and a military operation, he actually turned into an extremely good organizer and administrator. But he caught a fever of some kind in Greece. Nobody's quite sure what he died of. He was living a very hectic lifestyle, as I've already tried to say, so he was probably going to die young anyway. But he caught a fever and died in Greece. But his death in Greece had an enormous positive effect on the Greek cause, and he's still a national hero in Greece because of the effect that really his death had, and the last few months of his life had, on the cause of Greek independence. So there you have it, a wild man, a celebrity, a great poet, with also a kind of global reach because of his involvement in the march towards what we would now call the nation state, the idea of separate countries being free at the beginning of the 19th century.